Welcome back. A retired businessman unearthed a hoard of Viking treasure in a field in Scotland.
Armed with a metal detector, 47-year-old Derek McLennan discovered the haul last month. In all, he dug up more than 100 artifacts. That's quite the find. They include solid silver cross, thought to be back from the 9th or 10th century, a silver pot, and several jewelry pieces. McLennan is expected to get a reward for his find.
Wow, a true treasure hunt.
Hey, don't knock a guy with a metal detector, I guess, huh?
Oh, he paid off for him.
Sure did. Thanks for watching us. See you tomorrow.
Years old. Neighbors say he grew up in Rocky Ford. People on
Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, test. Yep, I got you.
Hey, hey, mic on, mic on, mic on. Kill his mic, kill his mic.
From Southern Colorado's high-definition news leader, this is News Channel 13, where the news comes first.
New developments tonight in that deadly shooting in Rocky Ford. An officer pulled the trigger. We're learning more about him tonight and the victim.
And ISIS makes a big move to take over another town. A surprising number of civilians are trapped there. Plus,
we have not identified a specific problem that led to this infection.
Texas nurse infected with Ebola. Tonight, the investigation into the mystery, how it happened. Good evening. I'm James Jarman.
And I'm Heather Skold. Thanks for joining us. An officer-involved shooting has rocked the small town of Rocky Ford. Authorities today released the name of both the officer and the victim.
Now, the Rocky Ford police officer who fired the shot is James Ashby. The victim is 27-year-old Jack Hawkes. KRDO News Channel 13's Emily Allen is live in Rocky Ford and following this case since yesterday.
James and Heather, I'm going to take a step back because right now there are people that are putting candles in front of this home. This is where that officer-involved shooting took place yesterday. And as of right now, Rocky Ford's police chief is saying very little about what happened here yesterday. However, the victim's family has had plenty to say. Now, yesterday, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation was out here investigating, and today they released the names of the officer and the victim who died. Jack Hawkes' family said he came home around 2 a.m. yesterday morning. Shortly after that, Officer Ashby came through the front door. The two men were shouting before the gun went off. Jack Hawkes is 27 years old. Neighbors say he has grown up in Rocky Ford. People on his street say he was a quiet and respectable guy. And they're shocked by the news. Now, we did look up his rap sheet, and he does have a criminal record here in Colorado. And Officer James Ashby joined Rocky Ford's police department in June. According to his LinkedIn profile, he served in the Navy. He is currently on administrative leave during this investigation. Now, the police tape that was around this home has since been removed, but there are a lot of people that have been coming up to us asking questions about any new developments and things that are going on, and people that I have been speaking to say they will be following this case very closely. In Rocky Ford, Emily Allen, KRDO, News Channel 13.
Thanks, Emily. And west of there, 3 people were arrested over the weekend for trying to smuggle drugs into the Pueblo County Sheriff's work release program. The Sheriff's Office says 21-year-old Josiah Gallegos planned to smuggle in heroin. Gallegos surrendered 2.5 grams of heroin and 2 syringes hidden inside his body. Gallegos led detectives to a home on East 2nd Street, where 2 more people were arrested. 34-year-old Dallas Galding and 24-year-old Sydney Soles are also facing charges.
On the ballot this November in El Paso County, a measure that would set aside $2 million to go to county parks. Supporters say a yes vote means your taxes will not be going up. Bear Creek Regional Park is one of 12 parks that would benefit. The money will be used for parks, upkeep, and expansion. Supporters say it's a win-win for everyone.
When times are tough, people really rely on their parks. They really rely on free opportunities like free tennis courts or free playgrounds or free trails. So this will really do some amazing things in El Paso County.
And coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, hear from an opponent of 1A who says there's no guarantee this county money will be used with parks in mind. And of course, head over to KRDO.com for all things Decision 2014. And on November 4th, Election Day, we will have all the races covered for you as those numbers come in here on KRDO News Channel 13, KRDO News Radio, and KRDO.com. We are learning just how bad that hailstorm was last month. Our friends to the north got the brunt of it.
Yeah, in Denver, insurance companies say the hailstorm caused around $213 million in losses. The damage came from the storm that hit the metro area on September 29th. 43,000 car and homeowners insurance claims have been filed so far, making it the 8th most expensive storm to hit our state.
And it sure was a deluge. Even though we didn't have the brunt of it here in southern Colorado, we sure remember that storm, don't we, Rachel?
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of damage caused up north. Thankfully today, a much quieter weather day across southern Colorado. It was cool, though. Take a look at the current temperatures across the state. Temperatures below where they should be this time of year, all thanks to the storm system that moved through yesterday. 56 degrees in Colorado Springs. It's only 61 in Pueblo. I think this picture really sums up the day today. The leaves on the ground, the puppy all bundled up for its chilly Monday walk. I think this is the cutest picture, so I couldn't resist not showing it on air. Wind was a big story out there today, along with the cooler temperatures. Wind speeds in the teens and 20s across the plains. The wind will gradually die down as we move through the night tonight. And once that wind dies down, the temperatures are going to plunge. We are expecting some temperatures tonight that will be at or below freezing, which means frost advisories go into effect at midnight. If you have sensitive plants outside, either bring them in or wrap them up. We are expecting temperatures to hit 32 degrees in Colorado Springs tonight, and in Pueblo will fall to 30 degrees. So a cold start to the day tomorrow, but the best news is tomorrow we'll end up about 10 to 20 degrees warmer than we were out there today, and even warmer still on Wednesday. We're tracking that warming trend, let you know just how warm it will be where you are, coming up a little later on in the newscast. James and Heather, back to you.
Thanks, Rachel. Well, health workers are trying to figure out how a nurse in Texas caught Ebola. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is heading up this investigation. Right now, they can only confirm there was a breach in protocol. No specific details are being released.
Not one more healthcare worker or one more nurse should be infected. In this country, we have the resources to contain and eradicate.
The CDC is monitoring dozens of other Dallas healthcare workers who came into contact with Ebola patient Thomas Duncan. And there was an Ebola scare in Florida yesterday. But today, this hospital in Jacksonville confirms the patient they were concerned about does not have Ebola. The patient was isolated with flu-like symptoms after admitting to being around a person who was in West Africa.
But doctors want to underscore your chances of getting Ebola are very slim. If you have not been to West Africa, it's estimated your chance is 1 in a million. Physicians say you should be more concerned about getting the flu. According to the CDC, more than 200,000 people nationwide are hospitalized with the flu every year. That's why it's important to get your flu shot. And this evening on World News Tonight, new details on the nurse who contracted Ebola and a closer look at how it's being treated. Are the precautions enough? That is right here on KRDO News Channel 13 at 4:30.
Another city in Colorado welcomed its first recreational marijuana shop. Euflora opened this morning in Aurora. It's a tech-savvy dispensary equipped with tablets and scanners. The city of Aurora allows marijuana stores to stay open 3 hours later than they do in Denver. Aurora awarded 21 licenses, but only 2 shops will be open by the end of the week.
Well, good news at the gas pump today. Prices are way down. In some places around southern Colorado, you can even find gas below $3 a gallon.
Now, the average price for a gallon of regular gasoline in Colorado Springs is about $3.17, $3.15 in Pueblo. KRDO News Channel 13's Dana Molina is live from gas stations. She's been checking all the gas stations out. She's live at one of the cheapest spots in town.
Yeah, that's right, James. Heather, we are at a Colorado Springs gas off Nevada near Fillmore. And check out these prices. Here you can get a gallon of unleaded gas for $2.99. We were at a different gas station earlier today with prices that were also below $3. We're finding out why these prices are so low and how long you can expect to see them last.
They say they love that gas. $2.99 a gallon. Yeah.
It's a price worth getting excited about.
It's awesome. Love the gas prices here. They're the lowest I can find. Never thought it would be under $3.
Drivers are flocking to this Colorado Springs Sinclair station. They all want to save money as they fill up their tank.
This has been crazy here. Gas is at $2.99 a gallon. We're loving every minute of it.
Gas prices are down all across southern Colorado and all around the U.S.
One of the big reasons is just going to be global weakness in economic performance.
Dale DeBoer, associate professor of economics at UCCS, says there are 4 reasons gas prices are down. The economy is weak in Europe, China, and Japan, so their petroleum demand is down. The U.S. has increased its oil production. The U.S. dollar has gotten stronger, which makes import prices cheaper. And there's a weakness in OPEC, a cartel of oil exporting countries. But here at Sinclair, they say they have their own reasons for the extra low prices.
While y'all are here, we're going to take it down another penny. We're going to take it down to $2.98 while y'all here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
And they did. The good news is, DeBoer says we can probably expect lower prices through the rest of the year. So these deals won't roll out anytime soon. To find the cheapest gas prices close to you, you can always download an app on your phone. Places like Gas Buddy and Gas Guru have those available for you. Reporting live in Colorado Springs, Dana Molina, KRDO News Channel 13.
Wow, the Sinclair over at Fillmore, Nevada, just going to get a few more customers now.
Yeah,
right after the show, we're heading there.
Exactly.
Hey, racial tensions not going away in Ferguson, Missouri, despite today being the self-declared final day of protests. Crowds are linking arms, demanding justice. What's next for the investigation into the officer-involved shooting?
Plus, it's a scene straight from a horror movie. Why this clown is putting fear in Californians and why the police say they're not clowning around. The terror group ISIS is dangerously close to taking the city of Kobani in Syria near the border with Turkey. A report from the UN today says there could be at least 10,000 people trapped there. If Kobani falls to ISIS, they would control 3 official border crossings between Syria and Turkey. Farther south in Iraq, Iraqi forces have reportedly abandoned a strategic base in the Anbar province. It's estimated ISIS controls 80% of Iraq's Anbar province, which is roughly the size of North Dakota. And a terrorist group is proudly boasting that they have revived slavery. They made that announcement in the online magazine Dabiq, writing, "The revival of slavery before the hour." The report documents the capture and forced marriage of women from Iraq's Yazidi minority and the forced conversion or murder of the men.
Girls with them, killed the men, and left the women. They beat us to make us submit to them. As much as we could, we didn't let them touch our bodies.
For Yazidi men who were not murdered, the choice was simple: either convert or die.
Crowds gathered today in Ferguson, Missouri for a final day of demonstrations.
Marching now for justice! We shall not be moved.
These protests in Ferguson are being called Ferguson October and Weekend of Resistance. They actually happen in Ferguson and St. Louis. It surrounds the police shooting deaths of Michael Brown in Ferguson and Von Derritt Myers in St. Louis. A grand jury looking into the Michael Brown case has until January 7th to make a decision on charges.
The storm system that moved through yesterday has pushed off to our east. We're not tracking any rain or snow out there today. Instead, clear skies and a lot of cold. Tomorrow, we warm up and we'll get even hotter on Wednesday. What all of that means for you after the break.
Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2, hello.
A big change between yesterday and today. Today, not a cloud in the sky, plenty of sunshine, but it has been a chilly day across southern Colorado. Take a live look right now from Fountain where you can see the clear skies in place, and it's going to be the clear skies that will result in such cold temperatures tonight. Frost advisories go into effect beginning at midnight. They'll expire tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock when we finally start to see enough sunshine to begin to warm us up. But until then, brace yourselves because it is going to be a cold one tonight. Temperatures dropping to freezing or below for many areas across southern Colorado, including Colorado Springs and Pueblo. Bring in your plants tonight or wrap them up. 35 degrees in La Junta, 32 in Lamar, 20s once you move up into the mountains and mountain valleys. But the cold doesn't last for long. Tomorrow afternoon will end up a lot warmer than it was out there today, and there will be a lot less wind also. So it should be a very nice day to spend some time outside. 71 in Colorado Springs will hit 76 in Pueblo with temperatures in the low to mid 70s across the southeastern corner of the state. As far as any weather tomorrow, we're not going to see a whole lot of it. Skycast is keeping the clear skies around from start to finish tomorrow. So again, plenty of sunshine, light winds, warmer temperatures, and we'll see another day like that on Wednesday. Wednesday, we're hitting 80 degrees in Colorado Springs. Average temperatures this time of year, about 64 degrees. So we are going to be a lot warmer than we should be, but temperatures become a bit more seasonal behind a cold front that moves through on Thursday. Friday, we'll hit 66 degrees. We'll keep mid 60s through Saturday, drop it even further on Sunday. We'll hit a high of 60 degrees on Sunday, and our next chance for storms moves in for the second half of the weekend also. Pueblo, 76 degrees tomorrow, 85 on Wednesday. We'll drop it about 10 degrees with the passage of that front, and then 60s expected on Friday. We'll jump into the 70s quickly Saturday, then fall back into the 60s on Sunday. Canyon City, 74 tomorrow. We'll hit 82 on Wednesday. 70s turn into 60s Thursday into Friday. So again, temperatures feeling a bit more October-like as we head into the end of the work week, beginning of the weekend. Teller County, 62 degrees tomorrow, 69 on Wednesday. We'll drop it into the 50s Friday, Saturday, and overnight lows, as I mentioned, pretty chilly here over the next week. So I know that all of my plants died, I think, in June.
Oh.
But if yours did better than mine, then either wrap them up or bring them inside because temperatures overnight are going to get pretty
Mine are
cold.
hanging on by a fingernail, too.
Yeah.
Not looking too
No,
healthy.
I'm not very good at that kind of stuff.
Is that right after you bought them?
Pretty much in the car ride home. I left them in the car.
Thanks, Rach. Oh, Rachel needs some help with her plants. Hey, it's state championship time for high school softball. The local contenders coming up next.
And if you missed any of our top stories, just log on to KRDO.com for all your local headlines.
Duct tape. It's the new Band-Aid. Duct tape?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, I heard that.
The internet says.
The fall sports season continues towards its conclusion.
Yeah, the next sport to hand out state championship hardware is softball. KRDO News Channel 13's Jason Carter's here, and you caught up with one of the qualifiers locally.
Yeah, you know, weather postponed tennis this past weekend, but Mother Nature didn't have much to say when it came to softball. Unfortunately, for some teams looking to qualify for state, there was still some thunder in the forecast. For the 5th time in 6 years, the Discovery Canyon softball team is off to the state tournament.
It's great. It's a great feeling. I mean, senior year, you're hoping for the best, so it's just great to kind of have that opportunity.
We talk a lot, Jason, about tradition here, and I think it's become a tradition, and the girls just expect to be at state, you know, mid-October, and we always say we have to be playing our best ball in October, and so far, it's worked out for us.
On a day that saw countless upsets, including a defending champion being beat by a 31 seed, the favorite Thunder squeaked out an extra inning victory to punch their ticket.
I feel like we were always kind of in it, and I never felt like it was going to slip away, and I think the team came together so well. We just all kind of pushed together, pulled, and we fought with everything that we had, and that's just kind of how it's going to be.
It was like a roller coaster, you know, we were up one and we were down one, but we never gave up, and so we knew, like, at that inning, we knew we were going to get there.
Now their focus switches to the state tournament, where no school from Colorado Springs has ever brought back the big prize in softball.
It's a big deal, and number one, just for our girls and the school, Discovery Canyon, and just the city of Colorado Springs. I think, you know, we've been kind of underestimated as, you know, softball community here, and it's getting stronger, we're getting better, and so it would be very special for the entire community.
DCC will take on Windsor Friday morning at 10 in the first round of the 4A state tournament. Now, Discovery Canyon is one of 8 teams from the area to earn a spot into one of the 3 state softball tournaments. They all open play this Friday in Aurora. Live in the Newsplex, Jason Carter, KRDO News Channel 13 Sports.
Fun times for them. Thanks, Jason. Well, if you're scared of clowns, you might want to turn the other way.
Yeah, why one man's prank does not have the police laughing. And we want to hear from you. Leave a comment at KRDO.com.
Or on our Facebook or Twitter pages at KRDO News Channel 13.
Welcome back. If you don't like clowns, here's a warning. Don't watch this story.
A photographer in Wasco first began posting pictures of scary-looking clowns in public spaces at night as part of an art project. This all going down in, there you go, in California. Now, copycat clowns are popping up in nearby Bakersfield, including one report of clowns chasing kids.
Yeah, they say, police say so far, all the reports have been pranks. There has been no inappropriate clown activity, but of course they'll investigate any criminal clowns out there.
Still scary.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
See you back here at 6.